NBC Palm Springs.
Thank you for joining us for your midday news. I'm Olivia Sandusky here alongside meteorologist Jerry Steffen. It is a Thursday, and from here on out, we're only getting stickier, huh?
Yeah, well, one thing, if you could take away from the forecast, higher humidity, temperatures in the middle 1 teens, or thunderstorm activity, which one would it be?
If I could pick one that I like?
To take it away.
Thunderstorm activity. Oh, to take it away.
Yeah, take it away.
Oh, get that humidity out of here, please.
Yeah. Well, sorry, it's coming
No, take it.
over the next few days. Yeah, a lot of sunny skies, few fair weather, high clouds. Not too bad today. We'll take a look at what you can expect into the weekend and beyond. Also tropics.
All right. I kind of like the thunderstorms, though. So
I do too, yeah.
It'll be a fun weekend. All right. Thanks,
Bring it
Jerry.
on.
Let's go ahead and turn to that top story this morning. 2 men suspected of killing a 13-year-old boy in Cathedral City are expected to appear in court in Indio today. 19-year-old James Ian Carter, 18-year-old Christian Millward, both residents of Cathedral City, were arrested in San Diego on Monday. They've been booked into Riverside County Jail on suspicion of murder, conspiracy to commit a felony, and gang membership. This comes after 13-year-old Alan Martinez was fatally shot August 13th in Cathedral City. The Riverside County Gang Impact Team worked with the San Diego Police Department to detain both men. They'll appear at the Larson Justice Center this afternoon to be formally charged in the case. And a vigil was held. This was last night for a Desert Hot Springs man killed in a motorcycle crash. 21-year-old Christopher Ventura crashed his bike near the intersection of Palm Drive and Dillon Road Saturday morning. More than 100 family members and friends gathering at the crash site on Wednesday. And there's some new information in the week-long disappearance of 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro from Cabazon. He was reported missing last Thursday, 1 week ago, after his mother, Rebecca Haro, said she was attacked and knocked unconscious in Yucaipa. When she awoke, the baby was missing. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department saying the infant's father, Jake Haro, has retained an attorney and, quote, if the parents choose to work with detectives, we welcome their cooperation. The update also acknowledges reported sightings of Emmanuel, but he has not yet been located, according to authorities. This comes after claims by the department that interviews with Rebecca were inconsistent with her initial report and that she denied further questioning. Yesterday, our Brett Rosen was able to travel to the home of the Haros and met the father.
Where is baby Emmanuel? It's a question being asked over and over. These signs, stuffed toys, and candles were left behind by a community hoping for the safe return of the 7-month-old. And earlier today, we went to the Haro's home. Where Jake Haro answered the door. He wanted to talk about the fire that had started near his home. And when we pressed him for a statement about his son, Emmanuel, he referred us back to his lawyer. And now investigators are putting out their own investigation fires, acknowledging the reported sighting of Emmanuel in Kern County and confirming Haro's car being searched for evidence.
I'm begging you, please, if anything, if you know anything, please, I'm just begging you to bring him back.
Forgive you. We won't bother you. We just want our baby boy.
A week ago, parents Rebecca and Jake Haro spoke out pleading the safe return of their son. Soon after, authorities say there were inconsistencies with Rebecca Haro's statement. Now neither parents are cooperating. Jake Haro has a court appearance coming up on September 2nd for violating probation. He was arrested last year for being a convicted felon and a narcotic addict in possession of an illegal firearm. He was previously convicted of child cruelty charges back in 2018. Now, this investigation has not just captured the attention of neighbors, but the world.
A 7-month-old baby whose mother reported that he was kidnapped.
Okay, so here are the latest updates on the baby Emmanuel case.
Thousands of TikTok detectives offering their opinion on what might have happened to Emmanuel.
That was Brett Rosen reporting. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside from our Agua Caliente casino camera in downtown Palm Springs. Jerry, I'm noticing some clouds out there, not something we always see.
Nothing to worry about. Fair weather, cirrus clouds just hanging around the mountains. That's about it. Lots of sunshine for the valley. 105 right now for Palm Springs. So yeah, above triples in the valley right now. And 12% relative humidity, a little higher than yesterday, but still relatively dry. We'll take that. 100 degrees at Yucca Valley right now. 101, 29 Palms already. already 110 Desert Hot Springs, 105 at Indio, San Gorgonio Pass, 104 Cabazon, 102 at Banning under clear skies. Nothing on radar over the area. We do have monsoonal moisture, but it's all well to the east of us. But we're going to watch this because some of that will begin moving in our direction beginning tomorrow and into early next week. Today, though, above normal numbers, middle 1-teens for the Coachella Valley. And because of that, we have warnings out because of the heat. Dew points a little higher than yesterday. Yesterday, we had 40-degree numbers. Today, closer to 50 degrees this afternoon. 115, that's our forecast high for Palm Springs and Indio. 116 La Quinta, 117 Cathedral City and Rancho Mirage. Yes, we have excessive heat warnings in effect for the valley and much of Southern California. Heat advisory to the west of us. That's through Saturday for us in the valley, by the way, before the numbers begin to go down. So 115 on our Comfort Air 3-day forecast, 113 for tomorrow, 112 Saturday afternoon. After that, the numbers do go down, but a few things change. Humidity goes up and we have a chance of thunderstorms for Southern California. I'll explain. Full forecast minutes away. Olivia.
Jerry, thank you. We have an update on the Palm Springs Fertility Clinic bombing for you this morning. The American Reproductive Center in Palm Springs, which was the target of the bombing, is now fully up and running at their new location. The group on social media yesterday announcing that their IFV and andrology labs are operational and that their continued work has resulted in a successful pregnancy. Their clinic was the target of a bombing back on May 17th on North Indian Canyon Drive. The clinic's new location is on the same street. It opened up a matter of weeks later. Since then, they've completed 5 embryo thaws and transfers to patients at the facility, one of which resulted in the announced pregnancy. They're awaiting results on the 4 other procedures still, but in a quote, the clinic said, "We are incredibly proud of the outstanding quality of care we continue to provide and so grateful for the trust of our patients during this transition. Thank you for your continued love and support as we rebuild stronger than ever." Starting on Friday, the Whitewater Preserve will be closed over the weekend and through Monday. The closure is due to the high chance of incoming summer monsoon thunderstorms that are expected to start on Saturday. The preserve will reopen on Tuesday, that's August 26th. And we have an update on the Rosa fire that broke out earlier this month. It led to evacuees seeking shelter here in the valley. Friends of the Desert Mountains are working with the U.S. Forest Service to help restore trails and monitor recovery for different species. Experts warn some plants and wildlife, like the single-leaf pinyon pine, may struggle to rebound. The fire burned more than 400 acres of conserved land in Upper Palm Canyon. In total, it was almost 1,700 acres in size. The Palm Canyon Trail will remain closed until it's safe to reopen. Other forest lands in the burn zone could be shut down for up to 1 year to allow recovery. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. The city of Coachella has appointed its new finance director after what they called a years-long search. Lincoln Bogard has 2 decades of financial experience across the municipal, private, and public sectors. He has recently served as the deputy city manager for the city of Banning, overseeing finance, human resources, payroll, risk management, and IT. Coachella City Council member Yadira Perez said Bogard's leadership will, quote, strengthen the city's financial foundation and support the community's long-term growth. The more we use our smartphones, the more we're exposed to blue light. Some say it's harmful, others say that's not the case. Tiani Jadalang spoke to experts and has more.
For years, experts have warned about the effects of blue light to one's health. One study done by Harvard researchers says, while light of any kind can suppress the secretion of melatonin, blue light, specifically at night, does so more powerfully, leaving those who want better sleep to shut things down early.
Either unplug completely from my accessories an hour prior to bed, and once I wake up in the morning, also refrain from using any phone or devices an hour.
Christina Morales was shopping for blue light glasses. She tells us her job requires her to be in front of screens all day, and she's also heard of the negative effects of too much blue light exposure. But some scientists with the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai say how long you use your device for, how close it may be to your eyes, and how bright it is may all play a role in how you sleep. But we reached out to a sleep specialist who claims any amount of screen time can be harmful.
I mean, it's hard to say exactly how much time time. I would say it's more of an issue of how close it is to bedtime. So, if you are exposed to blue light within an hour or two of going to sleep, that's when it's really an issue.
Dr. Monica Mather, a sleep medicine physician with Kaiser Permanente, says melatonin being released at night cues the body to get ready for bed. And without that release, our bodies have a hard time falling asleep. So she recommends putting devices away well before hitting the sheets.
At least an hour or two before bedtime, you should really not have screens available. So you should really put your phone away, turn off TVs.
Dr. Mather says there are things you can do to avoid jeopardizing your sleep. She suggests using screen protectors and blue light glasses. Tiani Jadaling, NBC Palm Springs.
Still ahead on your midday news, the Cathedral City Senior Center is working to keep residents cool during these hot summer months. Our Antonio Marquez will show us all the fun after the break, and we'll take a live look outside from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Jerry Stephens tracking that change for the weekend a little later on in our full forecast, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Welcome back. The signs are up at the temporary Palm Springs Library location. We have some photos posted to social media yesterday. In the post, they said the location at Rimrock Plaza is set to open on Monday of next week. That's August 25th. All library programs will be available at this temporary location. The permanent location is undergoing renovations until 2027. Now, if you've ever wanted to be a teacher, well, there's no better chance than now. The Palm Springs Unified School District is opening applications for their teacher residency program in September. You can earn your master's degree and teaching credential in just 1 year. They're holding an informational meeting on the program next Wednesday, August 27th. Cathedral City is launching a new program to help support small businesses. It's called Ignite. It will bring together organizations to provide what they're calling genuinely impactful free resources to small business owners. One of the program's first events is tonight. It's at 5 o'clock at City Hall. You can learn more by going to the newsroom tab of our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. The Cathedral City Senior Center is working to keep their residents cool during these hot summer months. Our NBC Palm Springs' Antonio Marquez reports.
That's right, 2 ice cream scoops is all it took to ease the heat and, of course, loneliness at the Cathedral City Senior Center. A heat wave is expected this week, and the Senior Center in Cathedral City is doing its part to help with the heat and at the same time offer activities, resources, and fun to all those who need it.
Again, with our seniors and all the community, we can provide, not just our service, but also the company that they need.
At an older age, getting to meet new friends is not easy, but special events like this ice cream social help out, according to Marge Wade.
It is harder for some people, but I think there are others who are willing to get out, but they have no way of getting out. So they don't take the bus or they don't drive. So, it's a very difficult thing for for older people to get out.
The event included lots of toppings for your ice cream to combat the heat, with everything necessary to enjoy with friends. As well, lots of games where you can win lots of prizes. This was an opportunity for all those who don't usually socialize to feel comfortable and also learn about other resources.
It helps foster trust amongst one another and normalize asking for help when you have feelings of isolation, depression, anxiety. Mental health services, and I specifically offer the Pearls program, and it is not talk therapy, but it is therapeutic, and in essence we do problem solving.
The next event is set for September 17th so the community can come together and enjoy some ice cream. Antonio Marquez, NBC Palm Springs.
Our thanks to Antonio for that report. Ice cream sounding awfully good on this hot Thursday out there. Here's a live look from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. We have Jerry Steffen in next to track your 7-day forecast, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Checking our Agua Caliente Casino cam, a few perimeter mountain clouds, fair weather clouds over the valley, but plenty of sunshine for us in the Coachella Valley today. Yesterday, above normal numbers, 116 the high, above that 108-degree normal, and 1 degree from tying the record. Right now, 101 at Yucca Valley, 111. Desert Hot Springs 108 to Indio 109 at the airport right now. Winds light. They'll be out of the west a little later on around sunset, but nothing unusual there. Radar, yeah, quiet over Southern California. Not a whole lot going on. A few clouds here or there. Matter of fact, looking at the visible satellite, looking for cloud tops. Not seeing many, but you can see a little bit of high fair weather cloud cover kind of zooming around the area. That's about it. Not much happening over Southern California. That may change in a few days. Right now, monsoonal moisture well to the east of us right now. Nothing for Southern California. area. And we're going to be dealing with middle 1-teens for most of us in the Coachella Valley today, specifically 115 for Palm Springs. The record today, 117. We'll stop shy of that. 115 also at Indio, La Quinta, 116 and sunny skies. 117 at Palm Desert this afternoon. And about the same range of temps tomorrow. A lot of middle 1-teens, 114 tomorrow, under mostly sunny skies for Palm Springs. Now, because those numbers are up there in the middle 1-teens, extreme heat warnings in effect today, tomorrow, and we're throwing in Saturday as well. Not just us, but a good chunk of Southern California. And west of us, a heat advisory, mountains, Inland Empire, almost to the coastline. That's in effect through tomorrow. Now, you can see we're not the only ones dealing with the excessive heat. Parts of Nevada into southern Arizona dealing with the above normal numbers. Now, high pressure is centered to the east of us, and it's directing some of the monsoonal moisture a little closer to us tomorrow. We could see some mountain thunderstorms for us. Here's a look at Friday, Saturday into Tuesday of next week for the chance of rain. This is Friday's GFS forecast map. You can see the monsoonal moisture for the most part stays to the east of us and not a lot in Southern California. Saturday, that goes up a little bit, more coverage for us. But again, most of the action to the north and east of us. But it's Monday and Tuesday, we're going to get an influx of that monsoonal moisture over Southern California, much of the southwest. So we do have a chance. A little closer look at those days. Friday, mountain thunderstorms are a possibility in the afternoon. Saturday, same thing, nothing for the valley. But when we get to Monday and Tuesday, we get more surface coverage with that monsoonal moisture. Chance of mountain thunderstorms and spillover showers for the valley is a possibility. Now, surface moisture, we're dealing with humidity beginning tomorrow, and it goes up after that. Matter of fact, Monday and Tuesday of next week, very sticky conditions for the valley, so we'll watch that. Okay. Tropics. Got Aaron, which once was a major monster Category 5 hurricane, now Cat 2 storm, but it's beginning to make its turn to the northeast. It'll slowly weaken and speed up in forward speed into the North Atlantic. Right now, it has winds of 100 miles an hour. Also, we have tropical storm warnings along the coasts. That's something to watch too for the eastern part of North America. Here's where that system is going according to the GFS forecast. You can see it's a monster storm moving its way to the northeast away from North America. But look at this, another storm forms. This could be Fernand as it makes its way over Bermuda Monday, August 25th. Comfort Air 70 forecast, 115 today, about the same for tomorrow. Humidity goes up, temps go down. 109 Sunday, sticky 102 Tuesday.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
A new movie in theaters this weekend brings us back to the thrillers of 50 years ago and centers on a technology that's almost as old. David Daniel has a look at Relay.
I help people who see things they shouldn't have. Maybe should have looked the other way, but they can't.
Riz Ahmed stars in Relay as a mysterious man who brokers payoffs by corrupt corporations to former employees who could harm them, using a hearing-assisted relay service for secrecy.
The person who's called you will type their conversation and I'll read it to you. No calls are recorded and everything you say is confidential.
There's a van parked out front. I think they're watching me.
Lily James plays Sarah, who needs his services.
We are not bodyguards. We are intermediaries. We can help you return the documents whilst maintaining leverage to protect you.
Has it ever gone wrong?
Sometimes we have to walk away.
It was actually a really fundamental part of finding who this person is this desire to not be noticed.
The world unfolds around, but your central character is still very much a mystery.
The film unfolds like a 1970s paranoid thriller.
I think David Mackenzie said from the very beginning he wanted to pay homage to those classic movies, A Conversation, 3 Days of the Condor, and more recently movies like Michael Clayton.
Such a kind of cinematic genre film in the hands of someone like David Mackenzie, who has such skill.
Mackenzie found himself fascinated by whistleblowers.
Everyone that we spoke to, even ones who'd got a big cash payout, there was a sense of sadness to all of them, and a sense that they'd done the right thing, but no one really cared.
Why'd you do this for me?
That's my job.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, if you'd like to head to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com, you can check out all of our top stories. That's our newsroom tab. Everything's organized by date. You can also find some cool contests under the Cool tab, breaking news, and everything right there in the top banner. Everything you need right there on NBCPalmSprings.com. We'll be right back.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs News. Even astronauts tune in for their news fix.
All right, before we go, high school students in La Quinta, you have a pretty cool opportunity to get involved in your community through the Collective Youth Program. This meets on a monthly basis at La Quinta City Hall, gives young students the opportunity to meet with city leaders and discuss the matters that are important to them. The deadline to apply is September 26th. There's a QR code right there on your screen that you can scan if you'd like to learn more, or you can go to their website to learn more as well. Get involved.
Yeah,
Pretty
nice.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Forecast, well, we got some changes coming up. Today, yeah, middle 1 teens for the valley. Because of that, today, tomorrow, and possibly Saturday, extreme heat warnings have been posted for the area. Keep in mind, the temperatures stay up there tomorrow and somewhat on Saturday, but the humidity goes up too. The numbers go down. Could see some possible thunderstorms, maybe Friday, Saturday, more so Monday and Tuesday of next week. 102 Tuesday, but sticky.
Well, bring it on. We can't say it's a dry heat, I guess, this weekend.
Not
we
anymore.
lose all of our excuses. All right, more news coming up at 5 and 6 here on NBC Palm Springs.